Okay, good morning and good evening, everyone. My name is Christian Ebere Enyo, and I'll be hosting this book launch with my friends, Miss Precious Pearl and Alex Obeten. I want to welcome everyone that are joining us today for this book launch of our friend, Comrade SC Ihenetu, that is launching his two books today, which are Expediting Inner Drive, Ignite and Soar, and Beyond the Hype, Unmasking Motivational Messages. In our midst, I would like us to acknowledge the presence of persons, important personalities, such as the Vice Chancellor of Imo State University, Professor Yuyu Chukwuemeka, which also a senior advocate of Nigeria. I would also like to welcome or acknowledge the presence of Professor T.C. Chineke, who is the Dean, Faculty of Physical Sciences, Imo State University, Owerri, Nigeria. I also like to welcome acknowledge the presence of Professor Victor Njoku, who is the Director, JUPEB, Imo State University, Nigeria, and also the presence of Dr. Ozioma Akakuru from the Schulich School of Engineering, University of Calgary, Canada, and also Professor Gangli, Professor and Group Leader of the Yong Guangzhou Research Group, Institute of Urban Environment, Chinese Academy of Sciences, China. And also the presence of Dr. F.C. Ibe, who is a senior lecturer at Imo State University, Nigeria, and Dr. C.E. Duru, who is the head of department and senior lecturer at the chemistry department, Imo State University, Nigeria. We also like to welcome the presence of Reverend Father Justin, the Reverend Father, the Immaculate Heart of Mary, Catholic Church, Oji, Imo State, Nigeria. Also, Dr. Ikechukwu Prince, who is the Regional Veterinarian and Medicinal Sales Officer, Green Pastures Agro Allied Consorts Limited, Nigeria. And also Sub-Lieutenant Samuel Sunday, who is from the Nigeria Sail Navy. Also in our midst, we acknowledge the presence of Mrs. Elsie Martins and Mr. Jin Hu. Mrs. Elsie Martins is an entrepreneur and CEO of the Elsie Baby Wears, while Mr. Jin Hu from the Institute of Urban Environment, Chinese Academy of Sciences. In our midst, we have more notable persons, but because of time constraints, I just want to appreciate everyone that is joining us today from Nigeria, Japan, Canada, UK, Lithuania, and China. Once again, good morning and good evening. So without wasting much of our time, I would like to call on Mrs. Pearl Precious, who is the CEO of Pearl Gallery, to talk about the book overview. Mrs. Pearl? Miss Pearl?
Hi.
Okay, thank you so much. So I would like you to have the floor.
Hey, thank you so very much. Um, Beyond the hype, unmasking motivational messages, the book genre. The book titled Beyond the Hype, Unmasking Motivational Messages belongs to the non-fiction genre, specifically falling within the realm of self-help and personal development. Book overview. In a world brimming with motivational content and charismatic speakers, Beyond the Hype, Unmasking Motivational Messages invites readers to embark on a thought provoking exploration of the motivational landscape. This engaging and enlightening book peels back the layers of motivational influence to reveal the intricate puzzle beneath. Through its pages, readers are encouraged to question the persuasive power of motivational messages to discern between genuine inspiration and artful manipulation, and to navigate the fine line between being motivated and misled. It delves into the captivating allure of motivational influencers, uncovering hidden agendas that may lurk beneath their charismatic presentation. As readers journey deeper into the world of motivational speaking, they'll find themselves armed with the tools needed to cultivate discernment when consuming motivational content in the digital age. This book serves as a beacon of insight, shedding light on the paradoxical nature of motivational speakers, celebrating their capacity to inspire while while acknowledging their human flaws. Ultimately, it empowers individuals not to only seek inspiration from external sources, but also to tap into the depths of their own experiences and aspirations, shaping their unique path to personal growth and success. Expediting Inner Drive, Ignite and Soar. Book genre. The book falls within the realm of non-fiction, specifically focusing on a personal development. It delves deep into the intricacies of inner drive, offering valuable insights and guidance to help readers unlock their potential, navigate challenges, and cultivate a mindset geared towards personal growth and achievement. Book overview. Expediting Inner Drive embarks on a transformative journey through the convoluted landscape of inner drive, a force that adores circumstance, empowers growth, and shapes destiny. Each chapter peels back the layers of inner drive, revealing its multifaceted essence and profound influence in our lives. From defining inner drive's pivotal role in achievement to exploring resilience, intrinsic motivation, goal alignment, mindset, and sustaining momentum, this book offers a fresh look in the world saturated with motivational messages. It culminates by reflecting the legacy of inner drive, inspiring others to harness their potential and embark on their own transformative expeditions. Chapter 1 lays the foundation by defining inner drive and its pivotal role in achieving remarkable feats. Through a candid glimpse into the author's personal journey, the curtain is lifted on the power that inner drive wields as the driving force behind accomplishments. Chapter 2 delves deep into the heart of inner drive, dissecting its essence and exploring the elements that compose its dynamic nature. This chapter seeks to illuminate the dynamics of inner drive, showcasing how it evolves, adapts, and propels us forward. Chapter 3 explores the resilience embedded within inner drive, revealing how clarity of purpose and vision acts as the seeds from which our inner drive flourishes. Chapter 4 unleashes the passionate currents that surge within us, demonstrating how inner drive fuels purpose and confidence. Chapter 5 unveils the role of resilience in transforming setbacks into stepping stones, emphasizing how challenges can catalyze growth when channeled through the lens of inner drive. This chapter showcases the power of resilience in shaping our journey towards success. Chapter 6 illuminates the path to achievement by aligning goals with inner drive, transforming them into driving forces that propel us forward. Chapter 7 unveils the art of mastering one's mindset, recognizing the pivotal role it plays in shaping the landscape of inner drive. Chapter 8 unravels the secret of sustaining momentum within the ebbs and the flows of motivation. Strategies for maintaining inner drive and preventing burnout are unveiled, providing readers with the tools to navigate the challenges that arise on the journey. Chapter 9 delves into interconnectedness of inner drive and relationships, illustrating how inner drive influences interactions and connections. Chapter 10 culminates the journey by reflecting on the progress made and acknowledging inner drive as a lifelong companion that guides us through the uncharted territories of our ambitions. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Pell. So without taking much time, I would like you to introduce the author briefly.
Brief introduction of the author. Stanley Chukwuemeka Ihenetu, the author of these captivating books, has an inspiring educational journey that has shaped him into the talented writer he is today. Stanley began his academic pursuits at Ohabian Primary School in 1999. It was there that his hunger for knowledge and learning was ignited. Continuing his education at Southland Secondary School in Aba, Stanley demonstrated exceptional dedication and commitment to his studies. In 2020, he successfully completed his 2010, he successfully completed his secondary education, and his thirst for knowledge led him to Imo State University, Owerri. At the esteemed Imo State University, Stanley embarked on a journey that would lay the foundation for his accomplishment. In 2015, he proudly graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Chemistry, proving his diligence and passion in the field. Driven by his unwavering commitment to expand his knowledge base, Stanley pursued a master's degree in environmental chemistry at Imo State University. In 2020, he triumphantly obtained his master's degree. Ever the dedicated learner, Stanley sought to further enhance his educational qualifications. In 2022, he obtained a postgraduate diploma in education at the prestigious Nnamdi Azikiwe University of Nigeria, adding another significant milestone to his academic arsenal. Currently, Stanley's intellectual pursuits have taken him to the renowned Institute of Urban Environment in China, where he is a PhD scholar in the Department of Environmental Science and Engineering. Through this notable opportunity, he is continuously expanding his understanding of environmental issues and their impact on urban environments. Aside from his academic achievements, Stanley has also played a pivotal role in sharing knowledge and guiding others in educational journeys. His teaching career began as an instructor at JUPEB in Imo State. His wealth of knowledge to eager students. Additionally, He served as a part-time lecturer at Weimar University in Abia State, further enriching the minds of young learners. The talented author's extraordinary writing journey commenced in 2020 with his first book, Music Made Easy. Rooted in his deep love for music and unwavering passion for sharing knowledge, this literary venture showcased Stanley's ability to effectively communicate complex concepts in an accessible manner. Inspired by the positive response to his book, Stanley delved into article writing and publishing in 2017. Since then, he has authored and successfully published over 23 articles, each embodying his commitment to delivering valuable insights and information through the power of the written word. With his diverse educational background, immense passion for teaching, and exceptional writing prowess, Stanley Chukwuemeka Ihenetu is an author uniquely poised to captivate readers with his compelling storytelling and profound knowledge. As readers delve into his book, they can expect to be taken on a thought-provoking journey filled with enlightenment, inspiration, and a deeper understanding of the subject matter.
Thank you so much, Ms. Precious. It is indeed wonderful to hear about the author, Mr. Stanley. So, Mr. Stanley, we would like to know what inspired you for this book. You wrote 2 books, which is very, very exceptional. So can you discuss with us or share with us the inspiration or the objectives of these books you've written? Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. C. Ihenetu, and I just want to use this opportunity to appreciate and to acknowledge everyone who joined from different countries. I will start by acknowledging my professors, Professor Chukwuemeka, who is the Vice Chancellor of Imo State University, Professor Chideze Chineke, who is my guardian, and I also want to appreciate Professor V. Njoko, who is my mentor. I want first to appreciate and acknowledge Dr. Ozioma Akaku from the Schoolish School of Engineering, University of Calgary, who joined from Canada. He has been a source of inspiration to me. I want to appreciate also Professor Wang Li, who is the group leader of Yongazhu Research Group in China. I also want to thank Dr. S.C. Ibe, who is a senior lecturer at Imo State University. I also want to thank Dr. C.E. Juru, who is the HOD of the Chemistry Department, Imo State University. I want to thank also Dr. Ikechukwu Prince, who is the Regional Veterinarian and Medical Sales Officer at Green Pastures Agro-Allied Concept in Nigeria. I want to also extend my gratitude to Top Lieutenant Samuel Sunday from the Nigerian Cell Navy. I want to thank my sister, Mrs. Elsie Martins, who is the CEO of Elsie Baby Wears, for joining. I want to thank also Mr. Jin Hu has been helpful. I also want to appreciate the SCF Fellowship Group from Tong University for providing us with this awesome platform. I want to extend my acknowledgement to my own friend and brother, Dr. C.E. Ihenetu, who is the host. I want to acknowledge him and thank him for working with me all this while. Without wasting much of our time, I just want to go into the inspiration behind the book, Expediting Inner Drive, Ignite and Soar. The inspiration behind this book comes from deeply held belief in incredible power of inner drive. The inner drive there, I can use the word secret force, or I can use the word internal force to describe the inner drive. So throughout my own personal journey of self-discovery and growth, I encountered numerous people who appeared stuck in their comfort zone, unsure of how to break forth or make significant progress towards their goals. So witnessing this inspired me to share my insights, experiences, and practical tips to help others ignite their inner drive and achieve their dreams. I firmly believe that every individual possesses immense potential, which is a reservoir of untapped energy and passion waiting to be unleashed. So by writing this book, I aim to provide a roadmap for individuals searching for ways to expedite their inner drive and unlock their true potential. So my inspiration extends further to believe that personal growth and fulfillment are lifelong pursuits. I wanted to emphasize that we should never settle for mediocrity or give up on our dreams. By igniting our inner drive, which I call secret force, we can break from limitations, overcome obstacles, and embrace the opportunities life has to offer. So I have different keywords that are embedded in this book. The first one is inspiration. The second one is inner drive. We have determination, we have passion, challenges, dreams, resilience, purpose, growth, personal growth, and success. So what are my objectives? What are my goals? What are those things that I set to achieve maybe within 1 to 3, 4, 5 years? What are those things I set to achieve? The first one is to inspire and encourage individuals to harness the power of inner drive, to emphasize the importance of maintaining inner drive, especially during challenging circumstances, and also to remind readers of their inner fire and its potential to overcome obstacles and achieve aspirations. Okay, I'm going to dive into the second book, which is Beyond the Hype, Unmasking Motivational Messages. So my inspiration stems from a deep desire to encourage everyone to approach motivational messages with a crucial eye, to filter each word they hear. When you hear something, you have to filter. You don't hear immediately and start doing. Once you hear, you filter before you can now act. Having personally experienced the roller coaster of emotions that come with trying to live up to societal expectations and the pressure to constantly be motivated and achieve more, I felt compelled to explore the phenomenon of motivational messages. So in today's fast-paced world, motivational speakers and self-help gurus seem to be everywhere. You can see them on the social media, you can see them on the television, on the radio, everywhere, promising instant success, happiness, and fulfillment. However, as I dove deeper into this realm, I realized that relying solely on external sources for motivation can often lead to anxiety and depression. So I wanted to challenge the narrative and encourage readers to question the glamour of and validity of these messages. So by unmasking the often glossed over aspects of motivation, my book aims to empower individuals to find their own true motivation rather than constantly seeking it from external sources. My hope is that by exposing the underbelly of motivational messages, This book will serve as a guide for readers to establish a more and fulfilling path towards self-discovery and personal growth. It's time to question the hype and find the new sources of motivation from within ourselves. I have different keywords for this book. The first one is inspiration. We have empowerment, motivational messages, digital age, comparison, depression, anxiety, unrealistic expectations, success, and well-being. And I have objectives and I have goals as well. The first one is to equip readers with the ability to filter information from motivational speakers effectively, to address the challenges posed by the digital age, including comparison and feeling of the feelings of inadequacy. And the last one is to help individuals combat depression and anxiety impaired by unrealistic expectations. Thank you, the host.
Thank you so much, Comrade Stanley. Your inspiration is really, really inspiring. Thank you for such wonderful book. I would like to call on Mr. Alex Obeten, who is a master's researcher at the Institute of Urban Environment in China, to welcome the guest speakers. Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, I would like to call on the first speaker, Professor T.C. Chineke. Professor T.C. Chineke is a prominent figure in the field of atmospheric physics. He is widely recognized for his pioneering research, which has contributed significantly to our understanding of atmospheric processes and environmental challenges. Professor Chineke also serves as a mentor and coach, helping individuals and organizations reach their full potential. Beyond his research, Professor Chineke is celebrated for his role as a coach and mentor. Through his coaching, he has inspired countless students and professionals to excel in their respective fields. His leadership extends to his role as a Dean of Faculty of Physical Sciences at Imo State University, Owerri, Nigeria, where he has made substantial contribution to academia. His legacy is one of excellence, mentorship, and leadership in both scientific and educational sphere. Let's welcome Professor T.C. Chineke. Professor, you have the floor. Please, 5 minutes. Thank you, sir.
It's okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. I think I don't really have much to say, but I want to identify with Stanley Ihenetu on the milestone being recorded today, that the two books are being presented to the public. The key thing I want to say is that, like I put in the forward to the books that I sent to him, I recommend the two books to those who love reading. Motivational speakers have deceived so many people who are not ready to research or make their own personal inquiry or research. And it's just like everything, hook, line, and sinker. They swallow everything. I love
Professor. I think the network is not so good. Hello, Prof.
We can continue with the next speaker.
Without wasting much time, so I would like to move on to the next speaker, in the person of Professor Victor Njoku. Professor Victor Njoku is a distinguished scholar of physical chemistry. Okay, of physical chemistry with an impressive academic journey, culminating in a PhD in the field. He has earned international recognition through numerous publications in esteemed journals. Professor Njoku's leadership extends to his role as the former director of research and linkages at Imo State University, Owerri, Nigeria, and his current position as the director of JUPED, where he continues to make significant contributions to academia. A dedicated mentor, Professor prolific publishing, Professor Njoku has guided and inspired numerous students, fostering the growth of future scholars. Moreover, his prolific publishing record has not only expanded the boundaries of scientific knowledge, but has also elevated his institution and Nigeria's standing in global research. With his impactful research, academic leadership, mentorship, and extensive publication, Professor Victor Njoku stands as a shining example of excellence in the field of physical chemistry, leaving an indelible mark on the academic landscape, both nationally and internationally. Prof, sir, you are welcome. Okay, I think Prof is having some technical issues. So I'll call on the next speaker, Dr. Charity Amarachi Agu. Dr. Charity Amarachi Agu is a dedicated scholar and professional who has established a strong academic foundation and is actively contributing to our field. She's a PhD scholar at the Enugu State University of Science and Technology, Esut Business School. Amarachi holds a Master of Science degree in economics with our research focusing on the impact of financial sector development on economic growth in Nigeria. Currently, she is employed with IELT Nigeria, where her expertise and dedication continues to make valuable contribution to our chosen field of economics. Her educational background and professional experience reflect our commitment to advancing economic understanding and contributing to our country's growth and development. Let's welcome Dr. Charity Amarachi Agu for You're welcome, Doc. You have the floor.
Good morning, everyone. As part of my contribution to the two books, I would say is our daily duty to control our response in a positive way to certain circumstances and not necessarily allow those challenges to heap beams on our head, which obviously will match our pursuit for excellence. Expediting Inner Drive serves as a call for constant effort to see whatever message we get to hear daily as they serve as a roadmap in gaining clarity and inspiration to balancing issues of life. From a personal view, these are books to read and return to again and again. I highly recommend them for all readers, wherever. I also like to use this opportunity to acknowledge the effort of Comrade Stanley, who deemed it fit to make the books available to us. Thank you, and well done.
Thank you so much for such inspiring words, Dr. Agu. Now we have to move on to the next speaker, in the person of Dr. Chukwuemeka Jane Jacques. Chukwuemeka Jane Jacques is a highly accomplished professional with a strong academic background. He is currently pursuing his PhD at the Institute of Urban Environment in China. reflecting his commitment to advancing knowledge and expertise in his field. Throughout his career, Jacques has held key positions in various organizations. He has worked as a data analyst at the Rwanda Biomedical Center, contributing to the country's efforts in managing the COVID-19 pandemic and vaccination coordinations. He has also served as a research regional coordinator and district research coordinator at the National Institute of Statistics of Rwanda, specializing in economic and environmental statistics. Furthermore, Jacques has experience as a research assistant at the International Fertilizer Development Center, demonstrating his dedication to research and academic pursuit. With his impressive academic journey and professional experience, Chukwuemeka Jacques exemplifies excellence in both scholarship and practical contribution to various fields. Let's welcome Dr. Chukwuemeka Jacques. You are welcome. Please, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, dear author. As you said, my name is Chukwuemeka Jacques. Nowadays, I'm doing my PhD in the Institute of Urban Environment in China. I really appreciate the work did by Dr. Stanley Ihenetu. Really accomplished more with publishing this toolbox. The toolbox will come to help us, who will come to motivate us to achieve many of our goals. Personally, I'm very interested with this book and started Expediting Inner Drive, and Soar, because it's one of books that will come to remember that there is the hidden force that we know what to follow that comes from us. Some of us will follow the speech or we follow the advice of others, but we don't really know the force that comes from our hearts that push us to do something for being successful. As I see the book of the Stanley Ihenetu, this book it will come us to motivate to do much more. It will come us to motivate us to show what our heart push us to do. I really welcome anyone who will be interested to buy this book and read it, because it's one of book that will help us to set the goal, to achieve the goal, and not regret for anything who didn't perform the work, because Stanley tries to set out the guidelines that could help us to achieve more flowing the inner drive. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doc. Yeah, actually, I agree with you. This is a very important book for everyone to purchase because it's going to expose a lot of motivational speakers. Okay, thank you so much. Now I'm going to call on the next speaker, Dr. Ida Khan. Dr. Ida Khan is a scholar whose dedication to academia has been nothing short of exceptional. Dr. Ida Khan embarked on his academic journey by completing his master's from the Babuddin Zakaria University, Multan, Pakistan, in 2017, specializing in the field of soil science. His insatiable thirst for knowledge and relentless pursuit of excellence led him to the Graduate School of Chinese Academy of Agricultural Science in Beijing, China, where he successfully earned a doctoral degree in plant nutrition in 2020, a testament to his commitment to advancing his field. But Dr. Ida did not stop there. In 2022, he continued to expand his horizons by undertaking a first postdoctoral position at the Shantou University, Shantou, China, focusing on civil and environmental engineering, a testament to his versatility and multidisciplinary approach. Presently, Dr. Ida continues his academic journey as a postdoctoral researcher at the prestigious Chinese Academy of Sciences, further enriching his knowledge and expertise in the field of environmental sciences. Throughout this academic journey, Dr. Ida has not only been a dedicated scholar, but a shining star in the world of academia. In 2017, he was awarded a fully funded PhD scholarship by the Graduate School of Chinese Academy of Agricultural Sciences, Beijing, China, an honor bestowed upon him in recognition of his outstanding potential. In 2019, his research prowess was acknowledged not once, but twice when he received the Outstanding Paper Award from the Agro-Environmental Protection Institute in Tianjin, China. Dr. Ida continued to shine in 2020, where he was honored as the Outstanding Graduate International Student by the Graduate School of Chinese Academy of Agricultural Sciences. Dr. Ida is very, very special. One cannot overlook the remarkable impact he has made in academic community. To date, he has authored an astounding 26 research papers, each contributing to the body of knowledge in their field. This impressive publication record is a testament to his dedication and hard work. Dr. Ida, you're highly welcome. Please, you have the floor. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. First of all, I would like to say thanks for inviting me to say something about the book Beyond the Hype, Unmasking Motivational Messages. When I saw this book, I was a little shocked, like Stanley, that's a very good book. Because I have seen some motivational messages and also I have heard some motivational speakers. I never thought like someone should unmask that. When I saw it, like really appreciate Stanley. I hope this and hope I want to say something about this. Just like right now, I'm 29 years old. I have seen many things. Just like some motivational messages and some motivational speakers, mostly they speak something what they are not following. But they speak in a good way, many people just start following them. Sometimes these motivational messages, these are very good for some people. They can uplift them. The people can do very good just after hearing these messages or hearing them. But sometimes they are not so good. People should almost be things just by setting themselves. They should evaluate whether the guy who is talking about something, who is giving any motivation, speech, is that thing good or not? Maybe this is beneficial for some people, but maybe it is also not beneficial for some other people. Just like I hear one motivation speaker a long time before, he said people should start their own business. Everyone should be a free guy. They should not follow others. They should not follow the government, like they should not get a government job. If they have a government job, it means they are like the police or something like that. The government, they need to follow each and everything. Just after 1 year, I saw that motivational speaker, he got one government job. I was also a little shocked. That guy is a motivation. He was giving speech to other people, don't accept government job. But after 1 year, that guy himself got the job in the government. How is it possible? I think sometimes that motivational speakers or messages, something just people do as a business, just to get some money or earn something. But this book, it can, I think it can unmask many of the things. Just like some people who give motivational speech, but in this book, they can tell clearly how to evaluate themselves, how to check whether the motivational speaker he is giving any speeches, whether that guy is following it. So my message is just follow this book and also evaluate whatever anyone saying, just to evaluate by yourself. And also you need to evaluate like maybe that thing is going to fit you or not. have my friend. One of motivation speech I hear with my friend. It is going so fit to my friend. If he follows, he can do a good business or can be a good life, something like that. But maybe I follow. I cannot fit it. So this should be evaluated by oneself and also by motivation because they also should give some speech just like this. These motivation messages are not for everyone. Maybe for some people, or maybe for not some people. Maybe for some people it can be very easy, but maybe for some other people it can be very challenging. So this is really a good book. I really like it.
Dr. Ida, thank you so much for your wonderful speech. It is an honor to have you among us today. So I would like us to move on to the next agenda of this book launch, which is the next speaker in the person of Mr. Chukwuemeka. So Mr. Chukwuemeka is the marketing manager at Eurofarm Laboratory in Nigeria. He was a graduate of industrial chemistry, where he came out with distinctions. He's the former area manager, Northeast Codis Pharma Limited, and also a former medical representative with Oswald Nigeria Limited, a subsidiary of May and Baker Pharmaceutical Nigeria Limited. Mr. Winner, you have the floor.
Yeah, thank you so much for this opportunity. I would like to start my contribution this way. Stanley's academic journey has been one of passion, at least being someone I have stayed closely with an undying desire for impactful life. Stanley has exemplified doggedness and charisma in aiming and reaching out for academic excellence. Now, there is this maxim I hold. I hold the maxim that success occurs at the intersection of breathed wheels of passion and vision. And Stanley has indeed shown that doggedness and vision. Clearly typified of this maxim, which I hold, is the presentation and launching of these very resourceful books. One, I'm going to talk about Expediting Inner Drive. Inner Drive, Ignite, and Soar. In the book, you will discover that the role that resilience and mastering one's mindset play in achieving remarkable feats. And indeed, when I read through the book, I was wowed. I've read a number of books, on success. I've interacted with several motivational speakers. I have them close to me. But then when I read the book, I just found a balance between having a passion and achieving your success via the passion that you have. It is our Chinua Achebe who wrote in his book, There Was a Country. In one of the lines of Chinua Achebe's works, he said, success is not handed on like a chocolate upon a birthday party. When I read that, then juxtaposed it with what I saw in Stanley's book, I was indeed wowed to say that someone could come up with something that balances our inner drive, balances our passion, balances our desire to leave the level we are to another level. And it is quite a good read for me. It was a good read, and I recommend the book Expediting Inner Drive, Ignite, and Soar. I recommend it to a class of, to every one of us. I recommend it to the public. I recommend it to a strata of persons, which will help them to get to the zenith they want to get to. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Congratulations to Stanley And then I wish you more academic achievements as you journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ivokwewina. We really appreciate your time. Now we are moving on to the next part of this book launch, which is the question and answer section. So I would like to call on the guests or the people that are present in this launch. If you have any question, please, can you raise up your hand so we can pass this message to the host? So we are going to manage, because of our time, we'll take at least 3 questions. So please, you can raise up your hands or you can just say in the chat, in the meeting chat. Questions?
In the absence of questions, can I be allowed to make some comments?
Yes, Dr. Ozioma, please go ahead, sir.
Okay. First of all, I would thank you, Christian, for the opportunity to speak, and then apologize to Stanley for not being able to make a formal speech. So when he approached me for being a guest speaker, I thought it would take more than just talking. Maybe I needed to make some presentations for this. So, and coupled with so many engagements which he knows about, it's quite a tricky thing for me at this time. But the good thing is that I'm here and I'm happy to be here, seeing some of my friends, some in China, some in Nigeria, and most of my teachers in chemistry department of Imo State University, where we all started from. I did a bachelor's degree there. So Professor Chineke also taught me physics at 100 level. And Sanjoku mentioned here also taught me throughout my stay there. So it's a good thing to see all of you. But one thing I'm interested in pointing out about this is the transitioning from core science in terms of chemistry for Ihenetu to this aspect of writing that is not scientific. It's quite intriguing that someone in a core science could come up with ideas of this nature, put them into practice, write them in form of books that people are reading and commenting. So I am very impressed, and it sort of encourages me because all my life has been based around chemistry and science. It encourages me to switch also to thinking of different things that are not core chemistry or science based. So coming here today has motivated me to go further in my thinking. So that on the side, in the introduction of the author, Ihenetu, you mentioned that he is currently in China for PhD. On that, I know there are some other persons here who may want to be like him, who may want to go to China to also study, either for your master's or PhD. So this is an opportunity to reach out to him or the host, Christian. They know what to do to get you to us. They know what to do to assist you. So if you're interested in doing this, it doesn't cost you any money. You don't need to pay to anyone. So just reach out to him. If you're a good student, he will assist you and we will jointly assist you. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ozioma. Thank you so, so much. So like Doc said, if you want, you can reach out to Comrade Stanley and we'll take it from there. So we have one question. Miss Vivian Udoka, would you like to ask your question directly? So you can unmute your mic. Miss Vivian? Unmute so you can ask your question to the author. Okay.
Okay, can I answer straight? As I saw the question on the
She
chat
said,
box.
how can one move higher despite one's challenging moments?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Vivian, for your question. I've been expecting such question, and I'm going to just answer it directly. I won't say much words. I will just answer it directly. I know that this question is coming from the first book, Expediting Inner Drive, Ignite, and Soar. Like I said, your inner drive, which is your secret force. I call it secret first because it's just pertaining to yourself. You know, so if your inner drive is secured, you can reach any length you want to, despite the challenges. And I also gave some points on the chapter 3 and chapter 3, 4, and 5 of the book. So the first thing there is having that determination, having the feeling of I can make it, having that secret force that will propel you to the next level. Trust me, you can make it. Thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Stanley. So for the next question, I would like to call on Mr. Anselm Ibokweze. Mr. Anselm, you can ask your question. Mr. Anselm, unmute your mic. Okay, so in the absence of no question, so Comrade, I just want to ask you one question. So concerning unmasking motivational speakers, as a motivational speaker yourself, do you think that exposing motivational speakers won't hamper their benefits, financial benefits they gain from organizing conferences, organizing like workshops to motivate people to do it? Don't you think your book will become maybe negative for them? What do you think?
Okay, thank you, CENO, for that question. You use the word I am a motivational speaker. No, I will use the word inspiration instead of motivation.
Okay.
Yeah, I use the word inspiration. I inspire. So I don't just want to use the word motivation. So in this case now, everything is exposed already. That's why I titled the book Beyond the Hype, Unmasking Motivational Messages. So you don't just believe everything. So even as I'm talking now, you have the propensity to adjust and to filter what I'm saying. So as I'm talking and you're nodding your head, you can filter what I'm saying now. So no matter who is talking, no matter who is saying anything, no matter the person's level, you must listen. That is the first thing. Once you listen, you now filter. Then you can now adjust. So that is the objective and the goal, one of the objectives and the goals of writing this book. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will definitely filter everything henceforth. Now, I will want you to tell us how we can purchase this book and also give us
okay.
The comment section, sorry.
There's another question. Okay. On the comment section. Okay. All right. Yeah. You have two questions.
Yes. My question here from Prince Ike is on the book Expediting the Inner Drive. He wants to know if the author took into consideration the effects of societal changes and transformation over time on the drive of people to achieve their dreams. Why the second question is there a comparison of the old age and the new age difference on how these drives have changed? And if so, are they models or reason to approach these issues over time? Then I'll give you the last question, then you can now answer all together. From Mr. Anselm Ibokweze, he said, my inner drive is pushing me to study abroad, but some challenges on the way. How can I achieve that?
All right. Thank you, Dr. Prince Ike. Thank you, Mr. Amselem. All right. Now, let me start from Prince Ike. The first question you asked is similar to the one that Ms. Vivian asked, and I answered it, but I'll still say something about it. Now, if you watch on if you can see the objectives and goals of this particular book, once you check the number 3, I say this book will remind readers of their inner fire and its potential to overcome obstacles and achieve aspirations. I also said in number 2 that to emphasize the importance of maintaining inner drive, especially during challenging circumstances. So writing this book, I know because I faced the same challenges. So writing this book, I know that readers, or I know that people will eventually face challenges. I'm happy that Dr. Ozioma is here. The first time I met him, what he asked me to do, this particular thing
Comrade
is to
Stanley,
take.
you have few more minutes for question and answer.
Okay, this particular thing that Dr. Ozioma Akakuru asked me to do can take others, let's say 1 month or 1 month plus. He's here. I did that within 3 days. And he was like, wow, if you can do this, that means you are very, very zealous. That is inner drive. So no matter your challenge, your obstacle, you just need to keep pushing. Have that inner drive. Once you have that secret force, as I earlier mentioned, I can call it mental force or mental drive. Once it's not there, it's not there. You can't push it, and nobody can change it. If you like, listen to different motivational speakers from morning to night. If you don't have that secret force that is propelling you to do things that you're supposed to do or to follow your dream, you can't achieve that. Okay, now let me dive into the second question. Okay, he said, okay, I want to know if the author took the, okay, I've taken that. Secondly, is there a comparison of the old age and the new age difference on how this drive can change? And if so, are there models or reasons to approach the issue? Okay. Now the main thing there is that there's no age limit for success. You can achieve it if you want. That is just my answer to that. There's no age limit for success. You can achieve anything that you want to achieve if you want. Okay, now let me go to Mr. Anselm's question. The inner drive is pushing me to study abroad, but some challenges on the way. As Dr. Ozioma rightly said, that if you want to travel out, you can reach me or you reach the host. There is no, once you have that inner drive that is pushing you to do this, once you have it and you know, and you are telling yourself the truth that you have this inner drive to travel out, you can do it. Okay, the last question, what can one do when his inner drive is pushing him to?
So this is the last question.
Side? Yes, this is the last question. That is still another inner drive. If your inner drive is asking you to do negative things, that means it's a negative inner drive and it's not of the good side. So if you're negative, we have thieves, we have criminals, we have smokers, we have different types of activities that people do. So if your inner drive is asking you to go and steal, your inner drive should as well tell you that once you steal and they catch you, you either go to jail or they kill you there. If you are doing such and you are in a bar or other state, they will just burn you alive. So if your inner drive is telling you that you can make it, then you can make it. It depends on what you want. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we take last two from Ms. Chiwendu and from Winner, Mr. Winner. Just last two questions. Is there any formula for us to ignite our inner drive? Very simple. And then we can have Mr. Winner's question, then we wrap up.
Okay. Is there any formula to follow for igniting this inner drive? The first thing I have to say there is telling yourself the truth. First, you must tell yourself the truth. Is this really what I want? Is this really what I want? Once you tell yourself the truth, that is the first mark. That is the first point. There is no x plus y equal to z plus this. Nothing like that in inner drive. Like I said before, that's why I had to use other ways to explain this inner drive. That is a secret force and is a mental drive. You must tell yourself the truth. That is the first point, and that truth will push you. And
Mr. Comrade, thank you so much. Let's take the last question.
Thank you.
Mr. Winner, please, your question. Mr. Winner.
Yeah, thank you so much. Mine is not a question, it's a contribution to the question that Stanley was actually responding to. That's the person who asked about having inner drive and not knowing how to achieve it or something like that. And then probably the drive dies at some point. I want to make a contribution, just a few minutes of contribution. In 2017, Stanley is aware, in 2017, shortly after our youth service, thereabout, I had applied to some universities, actually. I applied in Canada at Dalhousie University in Canada. You know, I was denied that admission. And at some point, the next year, I got an invitation, a straight invitation to come to University of Northern British Columbia. Then I went for my visa there in Abuja. I was denied. I didn't stop there. The next year I continued. I applied to Germany, right, at Friedrich Schiller University in Germany. And when I got the admission, the day I got the admission, as I was just coming out, I lost my international passport. I went back to immigration to get the international. I'm answering the question of drive now. I went back to immigration to pick the international passport. When I got it, I wrote to the school, you know, telling them that, hey, look at what happened. They told me that, hey, we can't do anything. Remember, money has been spent, 2017, 2018, 2019, I applied again. I applied in Canada, applied in Germany. I gained the admission. I went for an interview. I got my visa approval mails and all that. But along the line, I couldn't progress with it. This is talking about inner drive, a setback. Somebody said that you don't stop your drive because you had a flat tire, one flat tire. You just quench your journey on the way, you know. And then I was still working. I kept on pushing to where I am now. I can tell somebody that, hey, I've applied to several schools, several universities. At some point, I wanted to pay complete school fees in Philippines for something. I lost that money, like I lost the money, but that didn't stop me. Knowing that, hey, with what one is doing now, I can say that there is that progress. If you want to go to school, you should try as much as possible to have inner drive. Do not allow any circumstance to stop you on the way.
Thank you so much. Mr. Sami, please, maybe we'll take your question, then maybe after the launch, you can maybe send to Comrade Stanley. Okay, because of time, we have to move on to the next part of this book. So, Mr. Comrade Stanley, can you tell us how to purchase this powerful book of yours in 30 minutes?
Okay,
please.
Thank you, the host. Yeah, thank you, the host.
And also give us the closing remark.
At once. All right, thank you. Yes. Thank you so much. Once you go to your website, you click on www.amazon.com. Once you open that, you will see a search box. Just type any of the books, either Beyond the Hype, Unmasking Motivational Messages, or Expediting Inner Drive, Ignite, and Soar. It will come out like this, as you can see on the screen. Then we have the 3 different types, either the ebook or the hardcover or the paperback. So you can pick any one, or you can use this link. The link that is showing, the first one is for Beyond the Hype, Unmasking Motivational Messages, while the second one is for Expediting Inner Drive, Ignite, and Soar. So once you click on anyone you want to buy, then you will not pay with your card. Then after 2 weeks or thereabout, they will deliver it to your house. So I just want to give the closing remarks at once. I just want to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you who joined me to this book launch. Your presence, support, and enthusiasm means the whole world to me. So let's continue to explore, learn, and grow together, empowering one another to navigate life's complexity with wisdom and resilience. Thank you for being part of this incredible journey, and I look forward to many adventures together. I love you all, and thank you.
Thank you so much. So now we have come to the end of this launch. So lastly, I would like to acknowledge the presence of everyone and say thank you so much for honoring this book launch. And to the hosts, Miss Precious Pearl and Alex Obetem, that was not able to join us today. I say thank you everyone for coming, and do have a nice day. From Japan, we say Kobanwa, which is good evening. And from the part of the world, we say good morning. Thank you so much and have a nice day. Bye.